What's up, everyone? Welcome to Kamchatka. We have an ESOC tournament game between Julian playing as French up against Ezad playing as Japan. So I think these are two of each of these players' best civs, so I'm really excited to see how this one goes and who's going to come out on top. And this is one of my favorite maps, so a lot of action early on, trying to get the sheep. So, oh man, yeah, you know what? I think whoever's wrecked this is, I think they have a really high scroll speed. So, yeah, you can see just how quickly the screen's moving. I'm gonna try to manage that if I have to. I can change the settings in a second. We'll see. You know what? Actually, I'm gonna go ahead and do that right now. I wonder if I just go back. Should be back to mine. No, it's not. Let's take a second and do this. Game. Camera acceleration, scroll speed. Let's keep it right there. Apply. All right, there we go. Okay. All right. So we have easy. Oh, we have a treasure contention very early on here. Wow. So Ezad's gonna take that. Look at these. Ooh, look at that. Look at that costume you got there. I like that. Wow, very nice cosmetic. Okay, so Ezad dropping a shrine right in the middle of the map after he gets a nice 70 wood treasure. And goats are being claimed. Obviously, Julian doing a very good job picking them up. He's got his native scout, his little duber, and his explorer hitting up the left side of the map to start off. Let's see Ezad's. Okay, he's going sending his rickshaw to the right side and dropping a shrine over here. His duber is heading that way. So let's just see. We have a comparison. Four goats for Ezad. And how many did we got? 4 for Julian and a potential treasure contention? No. Wait a minute. Unless... Okay, no. Julian does pick that up. A couple more shrines here. So what did Ezad actually... Oh, he went market. Wow, very interesting. Okay, market and 3 shrines in age 1. That seems like that's not typically what you can afford, is it? I mean, you can. I know you can do 2, but market and another one? That's pretty wild. I guess he utilized that treasure that he got pretty early. Let's see if he got anything else. You know, not page up. There we go. Finally found the right key. 70 wood. Yeah, just 70 wood. So that's pretty good, pretty solid. Can I exit out of here now? Come on. There we go. Feel like a noob sometimes. Okay, I think we all do. 35 wood coming in for Ezad here as well. So, oh, and he's immediately getting the cherry gathering upgrade. So really utilizing his early treasures very well. That's exactly what you want to do when you have an early market and when they cost the improvements, the upgrades cost so little. It's nice that Japan can kind of adapt a little bit and get those. So, okay, let's go back over to Julian. He is doing a 12-10. So, yeah, he ate all those goats and getting hunting dogs, placer mines right now. He's gathering for that house. It's going to be really tight, but I'm sure he's going to be able to get that. Otherwise, he'll cancel placer mines and queue it up just a little bit later. So, I wonder if he's just going to go for a rush here. Let's take a look at his deck. Very well balanced. Wow. Even 8 dragoons in H4. That's something you don't see too often, I don't think. So it's interesting to see that. It looks like he's going to pick up a 75 coin treasure here. And the 4 CDB coming in immediately. I'm sure Steel Traps is going to follow up this placer mines very quickly. Here it is. Okay. And Ezad, what is he aging with? He's aging with Torii Gate. So it looks like he's going to try to be a little bit aggressive in this game. We've always started market, so I find that a little bit interesting. Holy cow, we have 8 vills on the Torii Gates. 8 villagers. I wonder, is that like his game plan, or did he like freak out because of the 12-10? He doesn't see any forward base, so I'm very curious about that. That's a lot of villagers. And 429 age up. I guess he had a shipment available, so but he's not sending it now. So he's scouting his opponent's base and now sending 5 shrines. Julian in base racks. Let's take a look and see if Ezad did find. He did not spot that. Okay. So he is still searching frantically, trying to figure out what's going on. And he's heading over to this mine over here with his samurai, which is kind of interesting. A little bit strange, I would say. But he's continuing to get market upgrades. Barracks is up. He's queuing up Ashy. And Julian has his 5 musketeers are out and hunting down Ezad's explorer back in behind his base. So following up the 4 CDB with 700 wood. Samurai is making his way across the map. His musketeers are going to defend him very easily, though. 5 more muskets coming out. Ooh, a little bit of miss macro here. Julian going to have some idle TC time. Probably should have bought for a house. Yeah, definitely a little mistake there. 10 musketeers. Protecting his base, though. He's looking pretty solid. A couple houses and a stable going down. So I think... looks like it's probably just going to be a semi-FF, a standard semi-FF off of 1210. Let's see what Ezad has going. Okay, he's made some Ashy that are on their way. Only 4 of them. Shipping 5 Ashy. And he's looking for some action quick. Scouts are spread out well for Julian. So he knows there's only 1 entrance to his base. And that's going to be right here. And he's protecting that very well. And 4 villagers coming for Ezad. He's only going to get 3 Ashy in this batch here. Maybe 4? No, just 3. Wow, this is probably less than ideal. I don't think it's usually that hard for Japan to get a full batch of Ashy, but maybe early in the game. A church as well for Julian. 700 coin is about to drop. CDB are escaping this push from Ashy. So we got 15 muskets. What is Ezad going to be able to do? He's only got 9 of his own. 3 more coming. I mean, I guess he could take this with the Samurai 2 Explorers. Yeah, he's going for it. Samurai in cover mode soaks up a lot of damage. Very nice. Trying to get the snare, but dies in the pursuit. But he's going to lose some of these musketeers. Should be a decent trade. Okay, no. He said kind of backing off now, maybe expecting more musketeers or minutemen. Just want to be very careful because it can snowball very quickly if he loses fight. And a little bit of trades there, trying to kill the CP, but I don't. It's not looking too good for him, honestly, in this little push. You're gonna get the Explorer for free? No, not for free. When you okay, here we go. We're fighting now. Some exchanges, and I think that was a pretty good exchange for Ezad. Yeah, Musketeers getting low. Let's check the HP bars. Quite a bit that are low. More muskets coming out as he's aging up with the exiled prince. And he's not super close to being able to get veteran muskets, but Falcons are on the way already. Ooh. Okay, the Explorer goes down. I like that for Ezad, picking that and then backing. I'm surprised these muskets are not pushing. We do have vet muskets coming in now. 5 more Ashy. Gonna get picked off. At least 1 of them. 2 of them. With the lock on? Nope, not quite. TP does go down though, so a little victory for Ezad there. And he's actually got 600 coin coming in as well. So yeah, okay, we're looking pretty decent here. It's gonna be a little bit behind in the age up. Maybe too far behind, potentially. You're going for a little backdoor raid. I like that. You might be able to get a CDB with that, actually. Oh, and he's going to get him in melee and snare him. I like that. Oh, come on. Come on. Finish him off. Put him in range. Oh. Oh, my gosh. 2 Ashy go down. CDB does go down, but 3 Ashy. Basically, all 4 paying the price for it. So, not good. And look at that. Julian leaving just 2 musketeers. 1 of them low HP behind to deal with that last Ashy. Native Scout gets picked off by the retreating Ashy. And we have some Curs in queue. 3 of them. Maybe a 4th one if he's lucky with the macro or cancels a Vil. No, it's just going to be 3. Okay, so Ezad, what is he going to be able to hold? Golden Pavilion going up. It's a little bit more than halfway. 5 more Ashy popping out. Is he going to save this shipment for age 3 or feel like he needs something? I think he's gonna save it. Yeah, if this racks, if Julian was more into Esad's base, maybe it would make sense to time an H2 shipment with Minutemen. But yeah, he's already up to H2. So he's getting a couple of musketeers there. Dropping another barracks. He's going to be really strapped for time here, trying to get the upgrades and units out. He does get his age up Yumi here. But this is going to be a tough hold. He needs to be able to sell and get vet Ashy, and he needs to do that now. And here it comes. It's coming in. So he's getting it in time. And it's actually interesting that Julian's not forcing this. He's taking the time, killing some shrines, getting another 3 batch of curs. Ship 3 as well, and got, what did he, a couple skirm? He got 1 skirm out, but it's actually staying at home for now. So a nice follow-up is what Julian's waiting for. But is that going to work out? Because the flaming arrows are popping, and they don't one-shot a Falc, but they definitely do beat a Falc. Maybe he can shoot over this cliff here, too. That would be really nice for him. I don't know. This is a very close game. I'm interested to see where we go from here. That's a lot of curs. I feel like Ashy do pretty well against them, so I'm kind of interested to see how Julian ends up using those. Maybe just a soak. I don't think there's not a lot of muskets there. But yeah, he's now going into, and the Explorer goes down again. I think that's a third time at least that he's gone down this game. So Goon's coming out. Only 6 skirm at home, but he's shipping 8 now. And yeah, this is kind of like the position that when I used to play a lot of French and I would get matched up with Japan, I would hate this matchup because like you feel like I mean, Julian didn't push in too hard, and I think he just felt like maybe he didn't have a great timing because his opponent got up to Fortress in a decent enough time, so he's just kind of playing it safe here. But I don't necessarily think he's ahead. He's got like a pretty well-rounded unit composition. He's now going to have about 20 skirm, which is going to be really good against the Ashy, and 9 curs. You know, he does have 10 or 12 vet muskets. He's got a well-rounded composition. I just don't know if that's too much cavalry against all those Ashy that he saw. And we have 5 Nagi coming in, following up the flaming arrows, and he's sending a military rickshaw from the Japanese consulate. It looks like he's gonna probably get veteran Naginata, I would think, and he should make some units out of from his export. He should definitely get those clubmen, I would think, which would do really well against the curs. So that's gonna be very, very interesting. I think this is gonna be all micro, right? It's gonna come down to micro. Looks like another shrine's probably going to go down. Ooh, the flaming arrow's way out in front. But Ezad's on top of it. He's not going to let them get picked off. Okay, more shrines are dropping on the bottom side of the map. And so he won't get popped anytime soon. Lots of resources. Oh, no. Oh, no. Okay, Ezad's pulling the flaming arrows really well. Oh, losing to Ville there, though. Clubmen are out. And 5 more Nagi. Veteran, disciplined Nagi. This is going to be really interesting. I feel like Nagi and Ashy, they gave me so many frustrations over the years. I foresee them taking the fight pretty well. But who knows? I mean, with the clubman as well, if they can get in there and snare. There's not that many. It doesn't look like that many skirm, but it is. I thought he had 20. Oh, they're over here. They're a little separated. Shrines. See, this is again an annoying part of this matchup is when you really need to hunt as French, and it's shrine, and you want to push, you want to fight. Oh, and those skirm get picked off. Look at this. We got about 10 Nagi, disciplined Nagi. This is exactly the situation I've always hated playing as French, because you're running out of the hunt. You need to push. You feel like you're on a timer, but yet you have to clean up shrines. It's really frustrating. But we're also getting very close to the time. Oh, wait a minute. We have a fight. We have a fight commencing. Nagi are going in. Ooh, very good block. Very good block by Julian. And so the Falcons are going to be perfectly fine. And it's turning into maybe a rough fight for Japan, but the Ashy are all there. Clubmen are in there. Flaming arrows getting shots off on the Musketeers. Is he going to sacrifice the flaming arrows, or are he going to be able to keep them alive? Most of the curs are pretty damaged. Going down eventually. Naginata are down as well, though. The Ashy Mass is still there. Skirms are starting to pick it apart, though. They need to get out of there, and quick. 8 Ashi are on the way. Some Nagi are in queue. You know, I guess what happened there is the front lines of both players just fell, and it was basically clubman for Japan, who has the export to make some more. Okay, I was gonna say before that fight, the timing of when the cherry orchards run out is coming, and we're there right around 15 minutes. So he canceled the Ashy and is now sending 2 cherry orchards, which Japan hates to have to do, but you know, if it gets to this point where you're not ahead around the 15-minute mark, you kind of have to send it unless you have lots and lots of shrines and you've had them on food for a while. Some players like to do that, and that's what he's got it on now. Well, he doesn't really have much of a choice at this point in time, but the orchards do arrive, so he'll switch off all those villagers. 34 on wood. He'll switch most of them, I'm sure, back onto the cherry orchards. And it looks like, yeah, see, again, this is not only when your hunts as Japan, or excuse me, as French are shrined and you have to kill these shrines, but they're starting to run out a little bit, and there's not too much left on the map. A big raid, Nagi catching the CDB on the gold mine, gonna snare one. Julian drops one behind, but he's gonna lose another one, and I wonder, yeah, he's gonna have to run, yeah, from these curs, but he's gonna get a free house really quick. Maybe if he snares, is Julian okay? I was gonna say, is Julian not paying attention there? That would be massive if those Nagi could get some free kills there. And here's close combat coming in. Ashy hit points and extra damage against cavalry. That's a great card, and the fact that Julian is still training these curs is going to make that card even more useful. We do have an artillery foundry, maybe a culverin coming, and notice counter infantry rifling coming in for the skirmishers to do bonus damage, extra bonus damage against Ashy. So both players getting their mid-game techs here. And ooh, looks like Julian is trying to sneak a musketeer raid, but that's gonna fall apart, and that's gonna really hurt. And I didn't even notice, but we have some disciplined Yumi coming in. He probably produced some of those. Good micro by EZ. He shouldn't lose any of these Nagi here. Yeah, he's gonna take a little bit of damage, probably more than he really should. No, that's good micro. But yeah, that's basically 10 donated. I don't like that move by Julian. I think that's, I mean, it feels like too many control groups, and maybe that's what he was thinking. I don't know. Sometimes players do that when they have like 4 or 5 different unit types, and you feel like you're gonna miss micro them anyway. But oh boy, this would have been a much better location to go to. I guess you would think maybe at this mine as well, but yeah, not good use there, unfortunately. Culverin in queue though, and Cuirassier coming in to give these veteran curs even more HP. They're gonna be over 600, I believe. So actually, he's going to be in pretty good shape. He's got cav combat. Hand cav HP may be coming soon. We'll have to see. Where are these flaming arrows, though? Did I miss? Oh, yeah. Oh, of course. How the big fight. Yeah, that's what went down. The flaming arrows and the Nagi for Japan. But we do have Yamabushi. So really, that's a very interesting and you could say questionable culverin by Julian, unless he's gonna make more Falks. You didn't see anything on the map showing that you would want to make a culverin. Obviously, maybe expecting, oh, a good shot coming. There we go. Was expecting flaming arrows, but they're not here. So this is gonna be a very interesting Yamabushi. Gonna probably get some good shots. They have high range resistance as well, so pretty solid unit overall, honestly, and anti-cav as well. So here we go. I think we're gonna get ready for not the first, but another big fight behind the trees. Julian's got great positioning here, but it looks like the one Falk is already down. The second one gonna be going down very, very quickly. Bunch of Yamabushi. The French cav are in there with 617 HP on the front line, taking lots of damage. Yamabushi not quite in the best position, but there's just so many. Ashy's still alive. Yumi, only 6 of them remain. They weren't a huge unit. But now in this battle, but now lots of them in queue, bunch of them popping out. 7 villagers, excuse me, is being shipped as well. But I don't even think it matters. Look at this, just total cleanup by EZ, and there you go, Japan taking the victory over French. Julian falling in this tournament game, one of the best players in the world, and EZ also one of the best in the world, and taking this one pretty convincingly. It looked a little bit scary with the Fortress Age timings, Julian up way before EZ, but Julian playing it very cautious, taking out shrines along the side, not wanting to push it in and get popped by some flaming arrows. So maybe that was the moment where he made a mistake, and that would have been the correct move, is to go in and try to finish off EZ before he can get the flaming arrows and Ashigaru upgrades and all that. But this is, I mean, honestly, this feels like most games that you play against a good Japan player as French. They just eventually shrine all your food. You have to try to kill the shrines and while also pushing, and that gets very frustrating. And then once you kill those shrines, you go through that hunt pretty quick because you're so starving for it. And you just get to the later in the game where Japan's economy just takes off, and they just have so many good units, so many good unit upgrades. Even though, I didn't even notice the daimyo. Did he? Yeah, he did send them at the end there before that last fight. Actually, great timing with that. And I did notice they had the aura, but I didn't really pick up on the fact that he sent an H2 card there, which gave him quite a bit of a bonus though. So very, very well done by EZ. Even with great positioning, Julian was not able to take that fight. And I think these Yamabushi were very smart for EZ to make. I mean, he made every unit that in the roster basically for Japan. Clubman, the Ashi, the Yumi, and he upgraded them all. Nagi, like, pretty wild. So really well done by EZ. Hope you guys enjoyed this game. Please like and subscribe, and I'll see you in the next one.